In a desolate, fog-laden town of Ravenwood, where shadows stretched long and the wind whispered secrets of forgotten horrors, lived a young woman named Amelia. She was a curious soul drawn to the thrill of the unknown, the macabre dance between fear and adrenaline. One night, under the sickly glow of the moon, Amelia wandered into the old abandoned asylum at the edge of town. Legends swirled around the crumbling walls, whispers of unspeakable experiments and lost souls trapped within. Her heart raced with excitement and trepidation, but she couldn't resist the allure of the unknown. The air was thick with the scent of decay as she entered the asylum, the creaking floorboards echoing her every step. Her flashlight danced across the peeling wallpaper, revealing haunting images of tortured faces and forgotten dreams. The deeper she ventured, the more the asylum seemed to wrap its icy tendrils around her, whispering tales of suffering and despair. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream echoed through the corridors, sending a chill down her spine. Amelia's heart pounded like a war drum as she followed the sound, her flashlight illuminating the shadowy corners. She found a room where the walls were smeared with crimson, a scene of unspeakable horror that made her stomach churn. Terrified, she turned and fled, the walls of the asylum seeming to close in on her, the echoes of the scream haunting her every step. She ran through labyrinthine corridors, her breath ragged, fear clawing at her mind. The asylum seemed to morph around her, the walls shifting and doors disappearing, trapping her in its sinister embrace. Amelia, her body trembling with fear, cautiously entered the room. There she found a withered old man chained to a wheelchair, his eyes filled with a lifetime of pain. He revealed the asylum's dark history, experiments conducted on patients, twisted minds manipulating and inflicting unspeakable horrors. The old man's eyes locked with hers, his voice barely a whisper. "You must face your fear," he said, his words cutting through the thick tension. "The only way to escape is to confront the darkness within." For a moment, Amelia stood frozen, her heart pounding in her chest. Then, with a newfound resolve, she took a step forward. She would face her fear, no matter how terrifying it was. The man watched as she approached, a glimmer of hope flickering in his weary eyes. But she remembered the old man's words and stood her ground. She drew upon her inner strength, focusing her gaze on the horrifying apparition. Slowly she raised her hand and clenched it into a fist. As she made her way out of the asylum, the sun was beginning to rise, casting a warm glow upon the town. Amelia took one last look at the crumbling walls, knowing that she would never forget the horrors she had witnessed. She had faced her fear and survived. From that day forward, Amelia carried a newfound strength, a courage born from confronting the darkness within. This message aims to inspire anyone who is afraid, showing that confronting and overcoming their inner fear is the only way to conquer it.